continue. Please proceed.
Welcome back, Mr. Witness. May I remind you that you are still under oath and that you are expected to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Sede bi ñu la dalalat di la fàttali ne betay waat bi nga waatoon yaa ngi ci biir waat boobu te nag séntu wuñ ci yow dara pour nga wax fi dëgga doo fi wax leneen loo xam ne daal nekkul dëgga.
Kindly tell us about Alfousseni Bah from Sarengay.
Wax ñu mbiri Alfousseni Bah mi nga xam ne mu ngi bàyyeekoo Sarengay.
Alfousseni Bah si main yard la nekkoon.
Alfousseni Bah was in the main yard.
So after they were transfer confinement.
Afterwards, they were transferred to confinement.
When he transfer confinement.
When he was transferred to the confinement wing,
he was on number 5 last row.
He was in number 5 in the last room.
Last row.
I was also at in the last room.
So
one day he got up
and
said that his stomach is paining.
So
the medics came.
Which of the medics?
I
think it was Sane.
First name?
First name.
Man or woman?
Gorla.
Is a male person.
So
so he was given fansida in the morning.
3 fansida and 2 paracetamol.
3 fansida and 2 paracetamol were given to him. And at that time he had not eaten anything. He was like that until in the afternoon he complained again in the
afternoon. Did they take him to hospital?
No. Still, so complain, then you medic.
If you complain, they will call a medic.
So medic bunyo.
And when the medic came, he gave him fansida again. And at that time he had not eaten anything.
So still mungi complain, joy dal.
He was in that condition, still complaining to the point of crying. And he claimed that he told the guys to take him to hospital.
So still mungi joy.
He was there until the doors were closed and he was still crying.
Are you telling us that in spite of the pain in which he was in, in spite of the fact that he has asked to be taken to hospital, they did not take him to the hospital?
Dang ñu bëgg wax ne ak metit bi nga xamne yépp moko don dal ak li nga xamne yépp wax nañ pour ñu yobbu ko l'hôpital ba légui yobbuñ ko l'hôpital.
Mané clinique bu nga xamne mile 2 la nekk yobbuñ ko clinique.
Even the clinic in the mile 2, after when all this happened, they didn't even take him to the clinic inside mile 2.
So they got new hospital. Si clinic being a jar.
Well, if you hear that somebody has been taken to the hospital, they've even taken him to the clinic inside mile 2.
But Tambo, they know what confirming, can them clinic.
And at that time, what was said was that let them not allow anybody from confinement to be taken to the clinic.
Do you know why that decision was taken?
Order la dal.
It was an order.
And guys swing them for trafficking. Now, do they understand that?
And the new trial
trafficking.
Well, they said at that time if they go to the clinic, they will do trafficking. You don't understand what happens.
So Tambobu ñun ku sola dal medic for den officer dañuy yon officer mu dem wo medic mu ñew.
At that time anybody who is in pain or so, they will ask somebody to come and call the medic and the medic will come.
And what eventually happened to Alfousseni?
So Alfousseni ba
ci mujjé gi nak lan mo dal Alfousseni?
Non la démé be timis.
He was there till around late in the evening.
The same complaint.
With the same complaint.
In the fansida.
He brought fansida. When they gave him fansida in the evening, he threw it away. He told them, as for him, let them take him to the hospital.
Since suba ñu koy jox garab.
Since in the morning they were giving him pills,
Garab bi mu ngi koy sonal rek.
and that medicine is giving him trouble.
Pare suba be fu mu ne noonu lekkul dara.
And from the morning up to that time in the evening, he didn't eat anything.
Gaa ñu dimbale ko ñëw ko hospital nanguñu si lañ tëj bunta bi ñu ne kii bëggul jàmm.
He told them to help him and take him to the hospital. They refused up to the point, up to the time when they closed the doors. They said the man is not a peaceful man.
Dafa sànni garab dañ ko jox garab sànni na garab bi.
Because the medicine they gave him, he decided to throw it away. That's why they said, he's not a man of peace.
Noonu la nekka ba guddi.
He was there like that till late in the evening, till late in the night.
Boor 1.
Around 1.
Waa ji mu ngi jooy.
He was still crying.
Dañu woo benn medic bi Jane.
They called another medic called Jane.
Jane tamit dafa ñu wil waa ji bunta bi mu jox garab waa ji mu ne du jël garab bi.
Jane came, opened the door and gave him some medication, and he said he will not take that medicine.
So si lañ tëj bunta bi ñu ne kii bàyyi leen ko.
That's the time when they decided to lock the doors, and they said, let's leave him there.
Alfusen ba foofu la nekka di saaga sende, di saaga sende, di saaga sende.
Why was he
Alfseni was there insulting their mothers.
Why was he doing that?
Lana tax mu doon def loolu.
Xolam moo jeex. Dafa gis ne ñi daal dañ ko pare rek.
He was very angry because what he thought was that these people wanted to kill him.
So amul benn doole bu mu am léegi dafa nekk si sel bi rek di yóbbu seen tur officer yi seen nangam deeni.
Because he has nothing to do. What he was able to do was to shout the officers and insult their parents.
And he was left to languish in that cell?
Léegi nag noonu lañ ko bàyyee rek ci cell bi.
Noonu lañ ko bàyyi ba mu sedda.
That's how they left him there until he died.
Did they... All right, let's move. Do you know whether they did a post-mortem on him?
Ndax xam nga ndax gannaaw bu mu deeyee nag docteur yi seet nañ ko pour xam lan moo sabab deeyam.
ñoom kay suñu ñëw kay gis na ne dee nga moom Mamadi Mane sa bés deeyam bi man dama saaga gaay.
Well,
dañ ñëw boor 9 seen balankaar bi ñu jël niw bi ma ne waaf si boppam ak moom Sané dañ ñëw jël ma ne yéen a rey ki kenn reyu ko yéen a ko rey.
Well, those people, they don't mind. Even when Mamadi Sane died, when they came with the stretcher, Mamadi Mane died, when they came with the stretcher to take him away, I insulted them. I told them, in fact, you people, Sane and the other guy, I told them, you people are the guys who killed this man. And they said, the man is a madman, don't even answer him, don't even check him.
But how did Mamadi die?
Mamadi moom naka la deeyee.
Mamadi comme nu ma la waxee buñ ko escort pour yóbbu ko clinique.
What I said before was when they were escorting him to take him to the clinic.
Bu mu toog officer ñu foog ne dafa bugg a fort dara.
When he tried to sit down, the officers thought that he was about to pick up something so that he will throw it at them.
So both Mamadi and Al-Husseini, they died as a result of neglect while they were in their rooms, in their cells, complaining about pain and needing to go to hospital.
Bon dafa mel ni Mamadi ak Al-Husseini ñoom ñëpp daal càggante moo leen rey gannaaw boo xamee ne ñu ngi feebar nekk ci seen biir seel yi di jooy di yuuxu pour yóbbu leen lopitaan ñu sàgganee leen fa bañ dee.
Loolu moo am.
Yes, that's what happened.
How about Dennis?
Naka Dennis nag?
Dennis dara jotuloon Dennis feebarul daal ba mun ma ne feebar bi la am wala feebar bi déedéet.
Dennis, nothing happened to him. In fact, I cannot say this is what happened to him or this is what happened to him. I cannot say that. Yes, we were on the second row. In fact, he used to train at our door.
What do you mean by he used to train at our door?
You mean
he used to Do exercise.
I'm going to put boy tambobu kuneka danga train. So train will dimbale sabopa. Leka bungane kadi leka baul. Yang still talk bena plus. Suyaga.
At that time, the boys there used to help themselves by doing some exercise. Because the food is not bad and we are always placed at one place.
The food is not good.
The food is not good and you are seated at one place. So you have to do some exercise to help yourself.
Dañ duga ñu nekanon be changes after changes ma dega mo ngi do mara.
Yes, we were there until when the time came for us to go in and they locked the doors. After that, when the time came for change of duties, after that we had him knocking on the wall.
Bungu door all bi sila job. Sibir lol degana dal boli ñu ngi daanu sibir neeg bi.
So after he knocked on the wall, I got up and at that time I had bowls or basins falling down.
So buma jog sila ko mana Dennis nangu taw.
I called his name twice but he didn't answer.
Fekk ñaar xaritami ñu ngi sama opposition. Captain Carlos.
He had two friends opposite me, Captain and Carlos.
Carlos,
then I told Carlos, well, your man is there, but I don't know what has happened to him. Then I told them, yes, let's try it and get the officer in charge. At that time, George Colley was the person who was officer in charge.
George Colley,
when George Colley came, I told him, well, Dennis, the man next to me, we heard noise there and I think he has fallen down. You don't know what happened. He said he was going to check for the officer on the ground because the guards don't keep the keys.
So dafa jenna mu dem gis officer bi ñu dem wor docteur bi tammi sen medic bi bañu gis sen medic bi bob around 2 o'clock.
They went and the man was out and they went to the doctor but they were unable to see the officer till around 2 o'clock.
They went to look for the medic.
The medic until around 2 o'clock.
So
2 a.m.
At what stage did you speak to the guard? What time?
Yow ban waxtu nga wax ak ñi doon garder fofu?
Bor 11 la won.
When I was talking to them, it was around 11.
10 nañu def changes.
They used to change duties at 10 o'clock.
Okay. At what time did they come back to the cell to assist Dennis?
Ñom ban waxtu bi nga waxé ñom ba paré ban waxtu lañ dellu ci waat nak ci cell bi pour dimbalé Dennis?
Ñom bor 2 o'clock lañ delo fofu.
They came around 2 a.m.
And then? And then?
Then you board 2 o'clock. Doctor bi ak officer in charge bi ñu dugga ci nek bi ñu xamné ki dafa dé.
They came around 2 o'clock. The doctor and the officer in charge, when they went into the cell and looked at the man, then that's the time they discovered that the man is dead.
Did they come with a doctor or with a medic?
A medic, prison medic.
It was a prison medic, not a doctor.
So after Silanje na ñu dem wo sen bossi ñu nga amne fofu ci quotas bi lañ déka.
That's the time when they went out and called their senior officers who were living in the quarters around there.
When them jël balankar bi ñu indi ko.
Then they went and picked up a stretcher and brought it.
Ñu indi bobu ñu jéné waji.
When they came,
so ñun tam bobu ñun yeb ñu ngi stand by.
They put him on top of a stretcher, they brought him out. At that time we were all standing by.
Gudi ci mom kenn nalawul.
And that night nobody went to sleep.
Ñun yeb ñu ngi len xaar legi.
We were all waiting for them.
Dañ ñoo jël niw bi jëné niw bi buñ jëné niw bi man ci la tour ndo door sama bunta bi so ñene itam door seen bunta yi fofu yeb door bunta gaay daw jëna bay niw bi fofu.
That was the time when I hit my door and I poured some water on the ground. Likewise, the others, they all started hitting their doors and they ran away.
Why did you do that?
Because what they did was very bad. You cannot lock somebody in one place and you lock somebody inside a room and take the key and take it somewhere else.
At least
the officers there, had they been keeping the key there, if somebody falls down or something happens to the person, and when the medic comes, they'll be able to open the door. Maybe he was lack of air.
So
somebody who is lack of air, if they take him out of the cell, maybe he will be able to recover.
When you beat the door, when you hit the door, were you doing it in protest of what has happened?
Bi ngeen door bunta bi ndax da ngeen ko doon def pour mer li nga xam ne moo xew pour wone seen naxar ci loolu.
Pour wone seen mer.
Naxar.
dañ leen doon reykat nit lañ am nga rek.
What we were trying to portray to them, the officers, was that they were killers.
Do you know whether an investigation has ever been carried out at Mile 2 prison just to inquire into why a prisoner died?
Ndax xam nga ndax mus nañoo dajale ay nit yoo xam ne dañoo def ay gëstu pour xam su fekkee ne am na prisoner bu dee ñu jéem a def gëstu ci li nga xam ne moo waral deeyam bi.
loolu bu ma dugg Mile 2 musuma ko gis bu dul dee ki nu sa Luis Gomez.
Well, since I went to Mile 2, I've never seen anything like that, except after the death of Luis Gomez.
And when was that?
Loolu kañ la woon?
2018 or 19 dal, 18 la dal.
I think it must be 2018 or 19, but I think it was in 2018.
So since you were sentenced, 13 years in Mile 2 prisons, you have never seen a coroner's inquest?
No.
Yow dafa melni bañ la tëjee fukki at ak ñett ci Mile 2 prison musuloo gis kenn koo xam ne dee na fa ñuy def gëstu di seet lan moo waral deeyam.
Musuma ko gis.
I've never seen anything like that. Never.
Let's talk about Malang Sonko.
Nañ wax nag léegi ci mbiri Malang Sonko.
So Malang Sonko moom foofu la nekk dead row la nekk.
Malang Sonko was there at death row.
Still mu ngi fa sax.
And still he's there.
Benn bés awma ban problème la ma amala gaay.
One day, I cannot remember what problem he had with them.
Len ko jël yóbbu ko.
They came and took him out.
Den ko dóor ankop ko tànk ak loxo.
They cuffed his hands and legs and they beat him.
So si len ko indi seal ko.
And they brought him back and sealed.
And sealed him?
And sealed him, yes.
What does it mean to say that a prisoner has been sealed?
So waxee loolu ne dañ ko tënkal du loolu lum tekki.
Seal mooy yow amuloo right pour génn si biti.
That means the person has no right to go out.
And then what happened?
So after kooku noonu la nekk foofu ba mu feebar paralyzed.
He was there like that until he became sick, up to the point that he became paralyzed.
Fu mu ne nii sax mu ngi tane tuuti mais olu bente bekke la am moom.
He's there up to now, but still now he's not completely healed. He's walking with crutches.
Before he was beaten up and kept in chains, was he of good health?
Balañ ko doon dóor di ko ceene ndax moom wérgu yaramam mu ngi baaxoon.
Yeah, he was quite well.
As far as you are concerned, who is responsible for his condition?
ci yow daal ci sa wàllu gis-gis daal kan moo waral anam yim nekkee noonu mu nekkee ko.
so keroog am nga buñ ma woo TRRC bi nii keroog mu ne dafa bëggoon gis opération.
when I was biñ la ooyee yow ndax moom.
No man. Buñ ma woo fii nii.
When I was called here, he said he wanted to see the operations.
Fan yooyu dafa dem si opération mu di santa opération.
Those days, within those days, he went and saw the people at the operations department.
So bu mu ñëw dama ko laaj ma ne yow tey yaa ngi sol tuba bu gudde de mu ne non mu ne kana hospital nga jógee mu ne non moom si opération la jógee.
When he came, I asked him, today you are wearing long trousers. Where have you been to? He said, no, he went to see the people at the operations section. I asked him what has happened there.
No, mom, dafa demone si operation. Dafa wara am sardine, aw ma kombi, gaay dimbali wuñ ko.
He said the reason for him to go and see the people at the operations unit, he wanted to have sardines and corned beef, but the guys didn't help him. And the operation said at that time they will help him with that. And that's the time he explained the nature of his sickness to the operations people. Then he told the operations people that it is the people here, the officers, who did this to me.
And who was he referring to?
When he explained this to the operations section, then the operations section members said they will investigate the matter. Then he told the operations section people that, well, there's no need to investigate about this because you gave them the order to do this to me.
So he was in fact insinuating that it's the senior officials who are responsible for his paralysis.
Bon lim do wax dal moy tekki ne ñi nga xamne ñoy kilifa yi fa liggéey nonu ñom ñoo waral liko dal non dal ko.
Man bes bo bu mo lol sa dama retan ba bu mo ne c'est opération la jógee opération mu ne dinañ kis ñu ko def li mom wax na opération ne mom si bopam mo jo oda pour ñu def ko li.
The day he told me this, I even laughed because when I asked him, he said, well, when he went to the operation section and they said they were going to investigate the matter, he told the operation section people that, well, there's no need for you to investigate this matter because it was you who gave them the order to do this to me.
In fact, Mr. Witness, paralysis is not something that is uncommon in the prisons.
Ndaham sax sédé bi lolu nga xamné mo tey ci ram yi koku nonu lolu nekkul lo xamné duy faral la am ci kasso bi.
No. Lamin Cissé bala mu dé dafa paralyzed.
No, Lamin Cissé before he died, he became paralyzed.
Ex-police la won.
He was an ex-policeman.
Mom fogna 2015 la dé dal.
I think he died in 2015.
Madi Sabane bala mu dé.
Madi Sawane, before he died, he was paralyzed.
So I'm not kufane right now, so Keba Jeng.
There's somebody right now called Keba Jeng. He's paralyzed.
Sonko bumale wa nintami disemla.
And
Akital balamude defa paralyzed.
Sonko, before he died, he also became paralyzed.
And what do you think is responsible for this?
Lan nga fogné nak mo dé waral lolu?
Some people attribute it to a stroke, but I don't understand.
We know that you have told us that this person was beaten, Malang Sonko. He was beaten and soon afterwards he became paralyzed because he was kept in chains for a very long time.
Wax nga ñu né Malang Sonko mom dafa paralyzed ndaxte dañ ko dóor dal di ko ceene gannaaw loolu nag ci la amee paralyzed boobu noonu.
Are you aware of any other person who became paralyzed as a result of beatings?
Ndax xam nga keneen koo xam ne loolu dal na ko te mu ngi sababoo ci ay dóor yoo xam ne dañ ko dóor.
No.
Or being kept in chains for a very long time?
Wala ñu ceene ko ceene bu yàgga.
You see that's that maybe teacher de.
Well,
teacher dañ mujjé dox ben tankam.
Well, as for the others who are left there, they are still there. But as for teacher, they eventually had to cut off one of his legs.
But this issue of putting someone in chains for years is also not so very uncommon at Mile 2 prisons, correct?
Waaye tamit nag jël nit ceene ko ay at loolu nekkul loo xam ne daal lu tumaranke la Mile 2 foofu dafa dee am.
Léegi du am léegi de ba léegi moom dëgga moom léegi ñu ngi def loolu nit.
No, they don't do that to people nowadays. Now, that doesn't happen there nowadays.
Up to 2017, did it used to happen?
Be 2017 du fa daan xew.
Comme ñu ma la wax nii ñoom Sadio Diadio ñoom capitaine Diop ñoom dañ nekk si encore 2 years ba pare 2 years boobu sax amuñ access pour dem hospital amuñ access pour dem clinique.
As for Sadio Diadio and Captain Job, before that time, they were in chains. They didn't have time to go to the hospital or to the clinic.
They were not allowed to go to the hospital.
They were not allowed to go to the hospital.
Also BK Sanyang, correct?
BK Sanyang.
And Momodu Njai.
BK Sanyang and Momodu Njai, yes.
And all 4 of them were kept in chains for years.
Captain So.
ñoom ñeneen yëpp dañ leen ceene ay at.
And Captain So.
Ki Buba no. Keneen ki dama fàtte turam moom tam soja la.
I forgot the other man's name. He was also a soldier.
Suñu bugg a gis docteur daal docteur mooy jóge infirmerie mu ñëw ba confirmer gis la.
If they wanted to see a doctor, it is the doctor who will leave the infirmary to come and see them.
ñoom dead row lañ nekk mais amuñ access pour gis seen mbokkaay.
They are kept at the death row, but they don't have the access to see their relatives.
Access for this doctor.
And they don't have access to see the doctor.
They had access to see the doctor, but they didn't have access to go to the doctor.
They have right to see prison medic.
Okay.
They have a right to see the prison medic.
Okay, but not a medical doctor.
No.
Okay.
Do you know whether any prisons officers have gone against these restrictions?
Ndax xam nga ndax am na kenn koo xam ne ci ñuy liggéey foofu ci prison bi la ñoo xam ne ànduñ ak li nga xam ne moo fa doon dox.
Man daal mun moo ne ànduñ ak loolu ba ñoom daxane seen morong officer in charge manga dañ ñu ne dañ fekk so number 1 bés boobu ama manga dafa jox order boy time su jot pour ñu jënd encore gaa dem sangu.
Well, they even dismissed an officer there called Manga, who gave orders to one of their juniors to remove the cuffs from Shaw's hands, but he was dismissed for that.
So, ñoom autorité dañ ñëwoon pour round.
The authorities came there to go round.
Always weekend dañuy ñëw pour trouble officer, either ñu trouble prisoner.
Around the weekend, they will always come there to trouble the officers or to trouble the inmates.
When
they came, they met up with Saul, who was just coming from taking bath.
Officer in charge,
That's the time when they asked the officer in charge, why is this person not in cuffs? He told them that this man went to take bath.
After weekend la Monday dañ ñu woo ko ñu dugal ko si kaso foofu number 1 foofu fu waaji sa so fu mu nekk.
Well, they didn't tell him anything because it was weekends, but Monday when they came, they took this officer and put him inside the cell where Saul himself was kept.
Yow da nga gis ne officer yëpp koo xam ne soo caaxaan gaay yooyu seen affaire soo caaxaan rek yow da nga lose sa liggéey.
Even officers, you can see that if you play around with your job, you might lose your job easily.
And what eventually happened to Manga?
Manga nak ca mujjantel ba mom lana ko dal.
Manga den ko yobu NIA after. Dafa serve for almost 2 months dal mu ngi ci kaso bi ben day dañ ko jël ñu yob ko NIA.
He was taken to the NIA. I think he was there for 2 months.
He was in the cell at mile 2 for 2 months, and thereafter he was taken to the NIA, right?
Yes.
And have you seen him again since?
Gannaaw bi gisaatoon nga ko.
Man sama nit la bu mu nekk foofu moom at least am nga rek mais buñ ko jël foofu bañ yóbbu ko benn tey daal teguma ko bët.
Since he was taken up to now, I have not seen him.
Is it safe to say that he is no longer working for the prison service?
Ndax mun nañoo wax ne léegi liggéeyatut foofu ci prison bi.
Moom since problème boobu daal la ñàkk a liggéeyam.
Since he lost his job since that problem.
Now let's talk about the tortures that happened in the prisons.
Léegi nañ ñëw nag wax ci mbiri mitital yi nga xam ne mu ngay xew foofu ci kaso bi.
Comme
the beating of inmates.
Dóor yi ñoo dóor ñi nga xam ne ñoom lañ fa tëj.
ba nga man sama boppa sax si dóor yi laa bokka.
Even myself, I was amongst the people beaten.
As a victim or as an assailant? Do you beat or you've been beaten before?
Dang dee dóor wala yow sa bopp lañ dee dóor.
Man lañ dóor.
I was the one that was beaten.
How many times have you been beaten? Tell us the number of incidents.
Ñaata yoon lañ la dóor wax ñu ñaata yoon ci lañ la dóor yow sa boppa.
First dóor bi ñu ne boobu vision 2016 la.
The first beating was the Vision 2016.
What is Vision 2016?
Luy Vision 2016.
So Ibrahima Jammeh dafa ñu woon kayit mu ne kayit bi président office la jóge yaa ngi understand.
Ibrahima Jeju came with Jammeh came with a paper and said that it was from the president's office.
Mu ne su fekkente ne da ngeen ko mun a jàng ngeen jàng ko.
And said that if we are able to read it, we should read it.
So be Vision 2016 la.
That is the Vision 2016.
Ku fi dee dañuy suul sa bàmmeel mu ngi nii dañ la fay dugal rek mu jeex.
Anyone that dies here, we will just bury you and that's it.
Deputy director mu ngi toog moom tamit.
The deputy director was seated.
Bés boobu sa seen benn liggéeykat mu ngi fi koor.
That day, one of the workers, their core, was there. He witnessed it.
Man bés mu may jël sa ñoom koor ñoo ñu jël si ma bés boobu.
The day that I was being taken away, it was Core and others who took me out.
Yeah, what's the connection between your beating and this Vision 2016?
Yow dóor biñ la daan dóor ban jokkale la am ak li ñoo wax Vision 2016.
Maybe dóor boobu moo nekk Vision 2016.
Maybe that beating was the Vision 2016.
So help us to understand. He brought out a paper, you said, Jammeh brought out a paper, and he said, for those of you who can read it, this is Vision 2016, right? Yeah. You die in this place, and that would be your grave. What did you understand him to mean?
Léegi leeralal ñu Jammeh dafa ñëw indi kayit ne leen koo xam ne mun na koo jàng daal lii mooy sa Vision 2016 te ku fi dee fii lañ laa suul yow loolu naka nga ko yëgee naka nga li mu wax noonu noo ko déggee.
Loolu kay man dëgg kay loolu moom dama gis ne dañ ñu bugg a finish rek.
Frankly, I see that they just wanted to finish it.
What was the information Jammeh was trying to convey to you at that point?
Jamono boobu ban xibaar la Jammeh bëggoon la ko eggee lan la bëggoon a eggee ci kayit boobu mu la doon jox lu mu tekki.
Man kayit boobu daal dafa ñu woon loolu pour ñu xam ne lii nekkul caaxaan.
Well, for me, that paper was brought so that we would know that this was not something to play about.
Was he trying to suggest to you that from that day onwards, those were the new rules in the prison?
Yes.
And what was to be this new rule at the prison?
Loi bu bes yoy ke dañu wax ñu ñep ku tiaxan ko momo tulunta masala dol be domnale.
The new rule was that anyone that tried to play around with the president, the vultures will consume you.
And who were the vultures?
Legi nak bon ñan ñoy tan yoyu?
Maybe ñun la.
Maybe it was us.
But the vultures would consume you. It means the vultures were different from the prisoners because the prisoners were supposed to be the victims of the consumption.
Suñu waxé né ku foyé nguur tan yi lekkanda lolu dafa tekki né bon tan yoyu nekkul ñiñ tecc ci kasso bi ndaxte ñiñ tecc ci kasso bi ñoom ñoy ñi nga xamné ñoo doon doru ci mbir yi.
Ñun de dal ñun man gisuma dal luma ko def wala.
When did the beatings in fact start? Did it start from that day Jammeh came with the Vision 2016, or had they in fact started before?
Door yi ñu leen doon door noonu kañ la commencé gannaaw bu Jammeh indi kayitam boobu muy ooyee Vision 2016 wala balaa moo indi kayit yi ci lañ la daan door.
Door bi startul foofu de.
The beatings did not start there.
Door bi dafa start si beneen officer saa bu nga xam ne aw ma sergeant la aw ma dañ ko demotoon Kopul Balde.
It started with one officer. I don't know whether it was a corporal or a sergeant. He was demoted. He was called Balde.
Balde dañ ko yegal si table bi dañ ko door ba taati yi néew.
They stretched him on the table and they flogged him until his buttocks were swollen.
And Balde Bob since base Bob la gis Balde Bob.
And that was the last time I saw him.
Was Balde an officer or was he a prisoner?
Balde dafa doon liggéey wala dañ ko fa tëjoon.
Officer la.
He was an officer.
An officer was stretched and flogged.
Yes.
Ki fa liggéey ñu jël ko tëddal ko dóor ko.
Jammeh.
Jammeh.
What's the name of this Jammeh? What's his name?
Ibrahima.
Does he have any other names by which he is known?
Ndax Jammeh boobu am na beneen tur boo xam ne moom lañ ko gën a xamee.
dañ ko ne Chief Torturer.
They call him Chief Torturer.
Who calls him Chief Torturer?
Kana ko daan ooyee noonu Chief Torturer.
Maybe gayam yi ñoo koy woon the prison officer. Ba am nga kooku officer sa ñemewuñ ko de.
Maybe it's his comrades, the prison officers. Even his colleagues were afraid of him. The one that drove me here today, he was his personal driver. The last beating we got in his office, that guy was present.
Has he ever beaten you, Chief Torturer?
Moom ndax mus na laa dóor. Jammeh boobu mus na laa dóor yow sa bopp.
On that day, Jammeh was the one beating me up.
Mr. Chair, our screens are, my screen is blank. I don't know whether it's the same for you. I don't know whether it's the same for televisions at home, in the home. So it looks, it's okay. Okay, the problem is local here. All right, thank you very much. So then we proceed. Let's talk about the first time he had beaten you. What happened?
Léegi nañ wax njëlbeeni yoon bi la Jammeh dóoree lan moo xew.
Nothing happened. They took me into a one-man cell.
Mr. Witness, obviously, you would have done something. Whatever it was, tell us what you have done.
No, I didn't do anything. But I can tell you the source of that problem.
Okay, tell us about it.
The problem
and summarize it, huh?
Léegi wax ñu naka la demee waaye nga tënk ko daal mu gaaw.
I was in confinement. The problem started in the main yard. They said they discovered cannabis there. They said that that cannabis belonged to Lamin Jai.
Lamin Jah.
Lamin Jah.
So,
but before that, they had taken Makodo.
Pasila, Nyom Sekuminte, Nyom Lenyu.
And Piminte, they were the ones they took out.
Makodo Silenko do.
So they beat up Makodo.
Mune Laminja.
And he said Laminja.
Laminja tami ñu indi ko dóor ko ko tami mune man.
They brought in Laminja, beat him up, and he accused me.
And then?
Man tami.
Me too.
Baseball Thursday la on. Ñom ko dañ ma indi Thursday.
It was on a Thursday. Court and the others brought me on a Thursday in the evening. It was around dusk.
So Friday,
on Friday, it's normally a no-work day. They took me to the one-man cell and they sealed me off.
Monday.
On Monday.
Fadera
and Keita. They came. They handcuffed me inside the cell. When I came out, they hooded my face. When they did that, they took me onto a vehicle. We went around to the headquarters. When I got to the headquarters, got to their place, where the senior officers were seated, I wasn't able to see. They were talking. I called out Ijame's name, and a voice said to me, "Who told you I am Ijame?" And I said to them, "Nothing is hidden from me. For you, whenever you speak, I am able to recognize your voices." So during the course of that encounter, he said that Lamin Jai said that I gave him the cannabis, and I told him that I did not give Lamin Jai the cannabis. So they stretched me on the table.
Can we proceed? We cannot. All right. Okay.
So,
yes.
So, in that situation, I was stretched on the table. They beat me up, after which I was brought down the table and water was poured over me.
How many cuts were you given? How many strikes? How many strokes?
Ñaata yar lañ la fa door?
It was countless. They will beat you until they tire and then they will bring you down. And when they bring you down, if they will not get from you what they want to hear, they will put you back again. That was how the beating took place, and after?
Then in the Stanley, in the Terry.
Stanley.
They brought in Stanley.
Then in the Terry Tami.
And Terry.
All of them were beaten.
He touched them.
Umar Jallo.
And Umar Jallo.
Anabi Jame.
And Anabi Jame.
Mr. Chair, under Section 65 of the Prisons Act, corporal punishment is allowed. And let me read out the section. Section 65(1) says, corporal punishment shall not be imposed except for the following offenses. Then it lists the offenses. At another section, I'll give that to you later, it says that prisons officers may punish prisoners by giving a maximum of 12 strokes for offenses within the prisons. Maximum of 12 strokes.
Yeah, actually,
yes,
Council read us some of those provisions yesterday, but without the number of strokes.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I was waiting to ask.
There's a maximum of 12 strokes.
Okay.
But
yes,
the ICCPR has outlawed corporal punishment.
Indeed.
So one expects that the Gambia would not allow corporal punishment to be used anywhere, including in schools.
Well, I did express my shock and horrified that this is still in our books somewhere here. What's and then the date of the act I asked? It was in 1953.
53,
and
yes.
Amended them a few times.
Yes, few times in 1960 and in 1963.
The last amendment was in 2008, you said? Yeah. But that's good. I'm glad that you raised it. Yes, indeed. If it was outlawed, that we still have it there and it's being administered is surprising. Please continue, Council.
So even if it was lawful for them to be given corporal punishment, they went beyond what was permissible under the Act. Was that the only time you were beaten?
No.
When was the second time or the next time you were beaten?
Second time,
The second time was when I had a problem with Laminja.
No, Laminja siad bilanekon.
Laminja was at the yard.
The farm could down number 1.
Someone had died at number 1. In the night, they called the officers, but they will not open the door.
So
So
just say the word you wanted to say.
So Laminja and the others were protesting that the dead body will not leave. Because since in the night, before that individual died, they had informed the officers. And they did not come to his assistance until that person had to die inside his cell. And so in the morning, they came wanting to take away the corpse. That was when the prisoners said that the dead body will not leave until the director himself came. So I do not know how they were able to manage until the corpse was taken away. I think Ijame still had that grievance, that anger in his heart. That was how he took Laminja to confinement. Laminja is at confinement, sealed, and he's been there for a long time.
Autorité ñu fa nekk dañ ko may rees. Mu ne? Autorité dañ ko may rees.
Dañ ko may rees pour mu noppale ko.
Am nga suñu la seal.
You know when you are sealed,
seal su jeex.
When the sea ends,
da nga continuer sa rest bi.
You continue your rest.
Yow soo nekk on the seal doo am rest.
But when you are on the seal, you are not able to rest. So one day when Ijame came and found him outside, he asked him, who told you to be outside? Laminja said to him, well, I spent a long time inside the seal and I have been given the chance to be here. That is when I came, I said to him, well, Commander, you should also allow this man space now. He said to me, even you yourself, if you are not careful, I will put you inside. I said to him, what have I done? That was when he gave the order that I'll be put inside.
Senior boy.
That day, himself and the senior boy who is seated in front here,
Joe NIA,
Koli, Ajunta, they came. He told them to take me to the quarters. Also, I knew that before they will take me to the quarters because they were going to torture me. So I said, let me commit suicide. That is better.
But you are just going to receive some beatings.
Why you? Then you don't you break put door la?
Council, that beating is not beating that is peaceful. Someone who drinks alcohol and gets drunk and then comes to beat you. And in the midst of that beating, there will be no single person who will beg for them to forgive you. That day, inside his office, in the sitting room, that was where we were beaten.
In a sense, you're telling us that you preferred to kill yourself than to receive the beating that you were to be given, right?
It was better for me, yes.
And what did you do?
I ended up injuring myself, and then they came and
what did you use?
Handcuffed me. I took an iron.
And what did you do? How did you hurt yourself? You cut yourself in the chest?
Yes.
Were you just pretending that wasn't going to kill you?
I'm not Granjai. Montam non la muje Granjai. James Moko Pengu. Tuti mu de. When you go hospital, doctor Munaya so sunga indolon fidanga don de.
It's not only me. There was one guy also, Granjai. James had injected. James had injected him, and when he got to the hospital, the doctor told him that if he had taken a lot of time outside, he would have died. One time, he even tried to kill himself.
So he went on to say that at that time, for a lot of people, it was better to just die than to live under those conditions because the conditions were bad. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
It's better to die and be at peace than to go through the conditions.
Do you have the marks, the scars?
I'm not mad.
Later we will take pictures.
I have the scars.
Instead of letting you strip here, we'll take pictures and we'll...
Wow.
No, it's okay.
That's
right. So eventually you were taken.
When they took me to his office. I was handcuffed, and they were tight. The boy they took, Koli. He was an officer. When he saw our situation, he felt sympathetic. He had the keys to the handcuff, so he untightened it. But all along, Ijame was very attentive to our handcuffs.
And this Ijame, what is his first name?
Ijame,
Ibrahima Jammeh.
This is the same person you're referring to as Chief Torturer?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Does he have another name apart from Chief Torturer?
Chief Torturer.
Is he the same person as Sefla?
No, Sefla more gonna sohor bi.
No, Sefla is more brutal than all.
Sefla ya jaju.
Sefla ya jaju.
Si. Koku gonna sohor yep.
He is more brutal than anyone you can see in this world.
Oh, dem na makade men koku mom ke dega mom.
He's going to Makati, but that guy...
You want us to believe that he is worse than Chief Torturer?
He's more wicked than Ijame.
And his name is what, Jaju?
Yeah, Jaju.
Yeah, Jaju.
Do you know where he's from in Gambia?
Yeah, Jaju. Ham ga fan la baye ko fi ci Gambia.
Some say he's from Abuko.
They come Farabala Dekanek.
But he's a native of Faraba.
Bukola stay.
Staying in Abuko.
That's where he stays.
Wow.
Do you know where he's from originally?
Fofu la dekana wa ham ga fan la judo.
Guy, original ambi Farabala joge.
They said he's originally from Faraba.
How about Chief Torturer? Ibrahima Jammeh.
Ibrahima Jammeh mi ngeen def ne moy Chief Torturer mom xam nga fu mu baye ko.
Ibrahima Jammeh fogna mom Bakaw la nekon CI ya Jammeh dal.
Ibrahima, I think he was in Bakau under Jammeh's mother. They are relatives.
And tell us on this day when you were taken by Koli and they reduced the tightness of your handcuffs, and then what happened?
Legi wax ñu nak bes bi nga xamne Koli mo la doon yobbu mu wañi ceene bi ci sa loxoy tuti gannaaw bobu lan mo xew?
Bu mu ñew bes bobu dafa ñu xol sama loxo mu gis ne affaire bi wa mu ngi yolam mu ne mu wo Koli mu xol Lamine Diatta affaire bi mu ngi yolam mu wo Koli.
When he came and noticed that our chains were not that tight, and also Laminja, he called Koli and insulted him.
Saga ko.
Insulted him severally.
In which language?
English. English.
Sila jël encore bi si bopam mu tight encore bi fi tight ko bi I understand.
And then he took it upon himself to retighten the handcuffs.
And how did it feel?
Naka nga yegon nak
metti rek.
It was painful.
Metti rek. Ante lo ñu ngi ni fi.
It was painful up to now.
And then what happened after that?
Gannaaw loolu nak lana xew.
Dafa ñu bay non.
He left it like that.
Mu dem reb gaay ci biir. Amna ne so gis lolu yep lu mu bëgg reb gaay non amna ne su ñëw pour reb nit ñi fofu ñun duñ nangu lolu.
And then he went inside
raid
and raided them inside, because the reason why he handcuffed us was that he knew that if he came there to conduct the raid and we were there, we wouldn't allow him.
Why was it necessary to conduct a raid at that time?
Lan mo taxone mu len def lolu ci jamono bobu?
Jamono bobu ke mo am doole so be pare ñun ñaar suñu wañi fofu rek mom suñu fofu ak timam du am kuy wax.
At that time he was powerful, and he knew that if we were taken out of the lot from the others, if he came in, whatever he did, there will be no one to stand on his way.
From that, I deduce that you were a gang leader at the prisons. Somebody who would organize resistance to authority.
Bon mel na ni yow dal da nga jité won mbolo bo xamne kilifa yi suñ defé lu len neexut yow da nga taxaw nga woné sam naxar.
Lol mom ke dega mom man duma ko muna muñ be non dal.
Well, as for that one, frankly speaking, that's not something that I can put up with.
Lui yon so len ko def mom no problem, mais so len buga ñu jaay ñu doole. Ñun tammi bala doole bi opa doole dinañ def dara.
If you are doing something that is right, there's no problem. But if you want to abuse your authority, then anything can happen.
So you were again beaten this time around?
Legi bobu yon dorat nañ la.
Dafa ma yobu bu mu jël bagage yi ba pare confirmé dafa ñu mu wo mar koku piola mu wo keep surtout Khalil Jammeh Sahar Koli awma koku dalla koku espiola won ak senior boy Koli dañ bari dal
After he transferred my materials to my single cell, he called Omar, chief superintendent, and others. There were many. And then they came. They told them to catch me at the office, to hold me at the office. And so they lay me on the ground. Some sat here, others here, some on my feet. And then he stood. And he was giving me strokes severally. He beat me up until he was tired, until he was sweating profusely. So me too, after beating me severally until he gets tired, I'll ask him, Ijame, what have I done? He will tell me, if you don't say what you have done, I'll add it. And then he will tell them, hold him. And then he'll beating me up again. His driver was present, and you can ask him. He was there. He beat me up for 2 times, 3 times, and then the chief superintendent told me to shut up. Because this man will kill you. Keep quiet. That was when I kept quiet. We were there, and after which they took us and they sealed us.
Were you still okay after all that beating?
Gannaaw door yu metti yooyu la door nag ba pare naka nga yëgoon nag noo meloon?
I was not at peace.
Since Boba Bente awma wér bu yaram mais duma di ñëmé dem hospital tamit duma ñaan yàlla sama 9 months jé ma jëna seen loxo ma mëna dem faj sama bopa.
Since that time up to now, I am not in good health, but I am not always comfortable going to the hospital. All I am doing is.
Send doctor bi sa bu ma check fi té wax na ma mu ne yow ay block wala man ko man lu nekk ci man mun ma la ko.
What I am praying for is for the 9 months to complete so that I'll be able to free myself from their control. If your doctor here examined me and asked if I had high blood.
Was that the last time you were beaten?
No.
That wasn't the last.
Tell us the next one.
Next one be Bob Thursday la won.
The next one was a Thursday when we were beaten.
We had gone to
the yard.
Boy insist. Boy when you insist, dafa jena mudam gis directo ñu call PRU.
You mean to say that the prisoners resisted a search?
Yes.
Bon dafa melni ñi nekk ci prison bi dañ bañoon pour ñu visiter leen.
Nga loolu la gisoon confirmé am na ne su ko bëgg a def confirmé man ak Lamine Dia teguñu loxo dinañ try benn nit yi daal bañ.
That was what he suspected at confinement when he wanted to do it. He knew that if I was there and Lamine Dia, the boys would resist. That was why they took us aside and kept us under control.
ñun bu ñu génn foofu rek dafa ñu ak gaay yépp jël bagage yépp kenn du ñeme wax.
So once we were out of the way, he came with his people and he took all the materials and nobody dared say anything.
ñu nekk si yaat bi ñoom jël nañ information ne ñu ngi jël bagage confirmé.
And those that are at the yard got the information that they are taking the materials of those in confinement.
So ñoom tamit ñu nekk si waañ bi ñoom seen bagage yi ñu ngi si biir.
Those in the kitchen, their materials were also inside. They wanted to force to go in, and the officers said no, they will not go in. So that was how he and his people came into the yard. But the boys resisted. He went out and called the PIU.
What do you mean by PIU?
PIU?
Police intervention.
Police intervention.
Okay.
So then you guy in the guy.
Called them. They came inside.
Boy Dorlen. They boys are mung for Molamin Dow. Baseball len ya ben no pambi.
They held the boys, beat them up, and there's one boy, Mudlamin Dow. They beat him to the extent that he has lost hearing on one ear.
So boy, yep non len door boy tedal len.
That was how they beat up the boys, and they made them to lie on the floor. And they were walking on top of them.
Who was doing that? The PIU or the prison officers?
It was the prison officers. The PIU are very smart.
Even our
last trip to Janjambur, they brought PIU, and that was early in the morning. The prison officers handcuffed me, and they also shackled my feet.
Would come to that. That happened in 2017, thereabout, and that is outside our temporal jurisdiction. But let's talk about this incident where they again called the PIU.
So PIU,
that incident even featured in the news. I think the pictures were taken probably by soldiers who were on top of the towers. That was how they beat up the boys. They took some to Janjambure and others to Jeswang. Some were taken to confinement.
And what happened to you?
So we call in the Suba, Fajar, Malantamba, Jabi, Jao, Makalo, then you Jelsima.
The following day, Jao, Makalo, Tamba, and others came to pick me up.
Then you will be buntabi.
They came and opened the door to the cell. They handcuffed me, and I asked them what happened. And they said, no, let's go. When we arrive, you will know. I said to him, upon all the things that you have done to me yesterday, if you are to add anything on top of that, I will die. That was how they took me out behind the confinement. They stuck sand into my mouth. That also I was lying down. Someone held my left arm, the other one held my right arm, and my legs as well. At that time, the chief officer, Malantamba, was the one doing the beating. He beat me for a long time, and what he was constantly saying
How could you say that with your mouth stuffed with sand?
No, he was the one speaking. He said, anything that takes place here is you. Whatever happens here is you. And he constantly kept beating me up.
But how were you able to tell him?
After they removed the sand, and I sat down, and he was questioning me. And I said to him, I have done nothing. God knows I have done nothing. So they took me back, and they brought in Laminja.
On that day, according to your statement, you were beaten until you became unconscious.
Yes. No.
You have been beaten. Who is there to assist you? When you hear someone is being beaten and the person is screaming, it's because the beating is not yet very severe.
Did you get unconscious?
You will not even know where you are. When you are left alone, they must bring water to wash it over.
Okay, and then afterwards, what happened?
After Bobu ke dañuy dem rek sil ma benn place.
After that, I was sealed in one place.
Was that the last time you were beaten?
Bob my last time.
That was the last time.
Did this coincide with the arrival of the UDP officials in Mile 2?
ndax loolu dajee na ak waa parti UDP bi ñëwee foofu Mile 2.
ba bu ñu def loolu Thursday Friday am naa ne the next Wednesday next week Wednesday Thursday si leen tëj ñoom Ousseynou indi leen.
After they did that, Thursday, Friday, I think the following Wednesday was when they locked up Ousseynou Dabo and co.
Convicted.
Okay.
Sentenced, right?
Yes, sentenced.
So, but prior to that, they were in remand.
Why balaa loolu remand lañ nekkoon.
Remand lañ nekkoon.
They were in remand.
But before ñu yóbbu leen remand.
Even before they were.
win lañ nekkoon de. bu ñu nekk foofu dañ laaj gars yi ñu ne ñoom tamit dañ war a am meew ak sukur at least su fekkente ne lekkay sax seen lekkay duñ ko mun a am nañ leen alaaw ñu am tii ak sukur gars yi ñu xool daal loolu mënul leen fee ba si leen jël gars yi ñu yóbbu leen remand.
Okay. So in all, how many times were you tortured in the prison?
Mboole seen yëpp.
Beaten, corporal punishment.
ñaata yoon lañ la dóor bi nga nekkee ci kaso bi.
3 times.
I was beaten 3 times.
First door bi si lañ génn sama bëñ yi.
During the first beating, I lost my teeth.
Which one was removed?
Ban bëñ la moo ci génn.
Okay. Okay. Who was responsible for that beating?
Kan moo la doon dóor noonu jamono boobu.
ñu ma dóor ñoom yi jame la seen groupe bi la de mun naa ne ba dóor boobu recruté ñoo si gën a bari.
I was beaten by Ijeme and his group. Most of them were recruits.
And of course, you have indicated that other people were also beaten, like Lamin Jah and the Nigerians who were in detention at the time, and a host of other people. So in a sense, beating people is common in Mile 2 prisons.
Waa wax nga fi ne ku mel ni Lamin Jah ak waa Nigeria yiñ fa jàppoon ak ñeneen ak ñeneen ñoo xam ne ñu ngi loon tëjoon ci kaso bi ñoo ñëpp dóor na leen bon daal dafa mel ni mbiri dóor ñiñ tëj ci kaso bi daal loolu lu fa doon dox la rek.
loolu moo nekkoon gànnaay kaso.
That was the weapon of the prisons.
Now tell us about Baba Job. He was detained in the prisons with you.
Léegi wax ñu mbiri ki ñoo wax Baba Job moom tam ñu ngi ko téyewoon foofu ci kaso bi ak yow.
Baba Job man foofu laa ko fekk 2007.
I met Baba Job there in 2007.
bu ma ko fekk foofu dëgga sama paala daal.
When I met him there, frankly speaking, he was my elder.
ñun ñooy play dam.
We played drafts.
ñu waxtaan number 1 ba moom number 4 la nekkoon man maa ngi woon number 5.
We'll sit down number 1 and chat. He was at number 4. I was at number 5.
How did he survive life in prison?
Moom naka la dëkkee woon foofu ci kaso bi.
jamono boobu maa baba tam boobu maa ko doon jàppale ba baba buñ ko lekka buñ ko doon jox si kaso bi rasinam du ko nangu lekka.
At that time, I was the one assisting Baba because the ration that he was given in prison, he never accepted to consume that.
Do you know why he refused to eat the prison food?
Xam nga li taxoon Baba doon bañ a lekk ñami kaso bi.
am na ne dañ ko bugg a rey daal moom wóolul gaay am na gaay.
He knew that they wanted to kill him. He did not trust them.
And what was he doing with the food that was given to him?
Léegi buñ ko indi laan lekk naka la ko daan def.
man maa koy liggante lekka.
I used to arrange food for him.
How would you do that?
Naka nga ko daan dimbalee ci lekk.
dama am benn boy siyaat bi Sonko kooku moo nekkoon raa sujeer boy bi waa Brikama la woon.
I had a boy at the main yard. He used to wash the basins and the cooking pots. He is a native of Brikama.
So moom mooy raa sujeer sauce bi sujeer maalo bi.
He used to wash the cooking pot, both for the rice and the stew. And if I needed food, I used to come to him to assist me to have food. If he has a bowl of rice, he will tie something around it and bring it to where I was.
He would send it over the fence and you would receive it.
That was even a crime on its own. If a prisoner was caught throwing food over into the cell, you would be packed.
So that's how you used to get food from this guy Sonko? So that's what you used to give to Baba Job?
Wow. Yes.
Okay, but how about the plate that he is given by the prison?
Legi mom palati leka biñ ko daan jox mom Baba Job naka la ko daan def?
He never ate it.
Was he giving it to any particular individual?
Dafa am kum ko daan jox ndax
loolu dégg naa loolu daal mais affaire boobu daal loolu leeruma noonu daal. Jibi Ba rek laa xam ku nga xam ne moo ko doon liggéeyal si néeg bi mooy clean néeg bi mooy fóotal yéram Jibi Ba kooku.
Okay, but let's go back to this issue you said is not clear to you. What was it that was not clear to you about who was eating, the person who was eating his food?
Léegi nga ne leerut la. Léegi lan moo la leerutoon ci kan moo dee lekk ñami Baba Job bi lan la ci leerut?
Am nga ñun suñu jógee. benn sa right now man noonu laa miin su ma yeew nii.
You know, when we get up, up till now, I'm used to that. When I wake up, I'm at number 1. I don't go to number 4, 5, or other areas if I don't have any business to do there. At this time, I'll be there exercising until when I get tired, I'll relax. When Baba Job was there, all of us used to converge there.
And Mom Lamin Dabo, Nyom Elev, Nyom Lamin Jaju, Nyom Aliuba, Pasunye play guy then called the agents Sidam. When guy Monlanye Faral. When then called the agents, Mama guy Jaranko, Angwara Jaranko Akunyominko, you understand.
At that time, myself, Baba Job, Laminja, and others, when we played draft, they used to support me and oppose him, and they'll be having this joking relationship between the people of Jara and Nyumi.
What I am after is, was there any particular individual he was giving his food to?
Man lima laajte lima buga nga leeralal ma mooy Baba Job lekka bi buñ ko joxaan te daanut ko lekka ndax am na kum ko daan jox.
That is the person I don't know. But I can talk about Jibi because
you don't remember the person's name or you don't know the person.
Ndax ba nekk ni da nga fàttaliku tur bi ndax da nga xamut borom.
I cannot remember the person's name. It's been a long time.
But do you know if that person actually existed and you cannot remember the name, or you do not remember him having a relationship with anyone who he was giving his food to?
Léegi lekka biñ ko daan jox da nga xam ne am na kum ko daan jox de waaye mënuloo ko fàttaliku wala dafa nekk ne yow xamuloo sax ne am na kum daan jox lekka bi.
No, mënuma ko fàttaliku daal mënuma ko fàttaliku.
I cannot recall.
I'm not a mom, Jibi Ba, okay, Benna boy tam mungon fofu wa Bissau la, Jao.
There was one other boy, a native of Guinea-Bissau, called Jao.
Mom lastly infirmary la desa.
He ended up dying at the infirmary.
Maybe munna neka boy Jao.
It could be that boy.
Death row la nekon.
Jao, who was on death row.
Was Baba Job giving him his food?
No.
Baba Job daf ko daan jox lekkaam mi.
So jox lekka bi daal loolu laa xamul ba ku mu war a jox lekka dégga foofu ku koy liggéeyal ku nekk boy bu am nga rek maybe any lekka foofu kooku moo xam naka la koy def.
The person whom
tam boobu sax Yanguba Njaay mu ngi foofu right now life prison la. Kooku tam boobu tëjuñ ko.
The person that he used to give the food is what I don't.
Koku leka yu bari ni comme mburu yi ni rakam koku la don indi su indil koku mburu lu sew li mu wara leka koku tam mu indi ko.
We received information from a witness that the prisoner Baba used to give his food to eventually died.
Dafa am xibaar buñ fu jot nak ne Baba buñ ko joxaan lekk boobu daanu ko lekk dafa am kum ko daan jox te kooku gannaaw gi sax dafa gaañu.
We have not received a name, but this is, can you confirm that as true or you don't know?
Ndax mun nga ñoo wéral ndax loolu dëgg la woon wala?
Mun ma remember bobu. Baba fofla ko feka 2007.
I cannot recall that. Remember that I found Baba in 2007 there.
But you know quite clearly that Baba used to refuse the food that was given to him.
He wouldn't eat it. He wouldn't eat it.
And your view is that he wouldn't eat it because he thought that they were planning to kill him.
Yeah.
Yes. He knew that himself.
How do you know that?
Naka nga xamee loolu?
Xamna ko ba mo xamna ne ñu xamal problème dal duñ ko bay non mu génn.
He knew it. He knew that the people with whom he had a problem, we will not allow him to get out alive.
9 years len ko tej.
He was in prison for 9 years.
9 years sambi fogna dafa waroon génn ba lansin su amoon lansin kaso am jeexoon na woon.
I think he was due for release,
nanguñ ko jox lansin.
but he was not issued with a license.
So he wouldn't be discharged,
yes,
even though he had finished his term.
Bon mu ngi mel ni daal nanguñ ko woon a bàyyi dëgg la sax àpp bi mu waroon a tëdd jeex na waaye nanguñ koo bàyyi.
Non nanguñ ko ba dëgg dafa waroon am lansin.
They did not
lansin.
Allow him out, but frankly, he should have been given his license.
There were several hunger strikes in the prisons. Could you tell us why?
Am na ci ñu ci bari ñoo xam ne nag ñoom dañ daan bañ a lekk foofu ci prison bi di ñu mun a wax loolu loo ci xam.
Hunger strike moom ñun mus nañ def hunger strike 2011.
We once did a hunger strike in 2011.
Hunger strike boobu buñ ko def.
When we did that hunger strike,
Dennis.
It was because of Dennis.
They
came and said they were going to take our television sets.
They will call the Pajo guy order. Rambo the Pajan tele bubes, a receiver. The Payoni guy put jail bobu New York.
David Coley gave order. Rambo had bought a new television and a receiver, and he gave instructions for those to be taken away. That day, we also refused.
Baseball man,
That day, myself, Bajpai, and the others, we insisted that they were not going.
And what eventually happened?
After
well, at the end of it, we decided amongst ourselves that we will no longer consume their food. That was the strength we had.
And were the ringleaders also beaten this time around?
ñi nga xam ne ñoo jiite nag mbooloo mi ndax boobu jamono boobu door nañ leen nag bi loolu xewee
am nga loolu daal loolu luñ ko defee man su fekkente ne black jumper la doon sol temps bi dafa fekk deena.
What the way they used to do it was such that if at all I used to wear a black jumper, I would have died by this time.
ñoom foofu ñun ñoo nekkoon ringleader yaa ngi gis de ñoom Aliou Ba ñoom Lamine Dabo ñoom Lamine Jaaju.
At that time,
ñoom yëpp si leen bokk woon.
And who are those people? Where are they now?
ñi nga lim ni ñan la anañu.
They are dead. They are dead.
After
because of that problem, they ended up removing me from the confinement.
How did those people come by their deaths?
ñooñu lan moo waral seen dee.
ñoom kay daal prison officer ñoo selected.
I can say that they were selected by the prison officers.
Babu indi Bora Koli fofu, New David Koli advisor.
When they brought Bora and took David to the Interior Department as advisor, they brought in Bora Koli. They made the selection.
And these were dead pro inmates, weren't they?
Yes.
And those are the ones who were executed in 2011.
Yeah. 2011.
And you said they were selected by Bora Koli.
Bora Koli molen tannon.
Bora Koli tannon David molen tannon.
Bora Koli did not select them. It was David who did the selection.
Onaka interior advisor.
Was the advisor at the Interior.
So Moham prisoner itami.
And he also knew the prisoners.
In a nutshell, how would you describe Mile 2 prison for someone who has no idea what the prisons is like?
Legi nit ko xamne mu ngi ni xamut sax naka la kasso bi mel yow bu fekkee ne yang ko waxal mbiri kasso bi ni mel naka nga ko waxe
kasso bi ke do muna ne Mile 2 kasso la de Mile 2 concentration camp la.
You cannot refer to Mile 2 as a prison. It is a concentration camp.
No further questions for the witness, Mr. Chair. So it's also time for the break, for the lunch break. So I leave it in your hands to decide. We still have another witness who should come after the lunch break. So it's in your hands, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So are you finished with this witness?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Counsel. And thank you very much, Mr. Conde, for your testimony. But that last description, it's a bit chilling, that Mile 2 is a concentration camp.
Jërëjëf Mr. Conde li nga ñëw joxe fi sa seede waaye dafa am kàddu yoo mujjee wax nag ne Mile 2 moom du kaso li ñoo wax concentration camp la foo xam ne dañ fa dajale ay nit loolu naka nga ko waxee loo ci tekki.
It's quite chilling. It's quite chilling. Daw na yaram lool. Raglu na.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you for that. Commissioners, if you have any questions, Commissioner Jones, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Mr. Conde. I have two questions to ask. As a prisoner in prison, do you have access to the Prison Act? That way you know what your rights are as a prisoner.
Mr. Conde, dama la bëgg a laaj dafa am téere boo xam ne moo ëmbal luwaa yi dox ci biir kaso bi ndax yéen bu fekkee ne tëj nañ leen fa di ngeen dee mën a jot ci téere boobu noonu.
Téere boobu da nga tëdd kaso ba jeex.
That document, you will spend your entire time in the prisons and you will not set your eyes on it.
You mentioned that you were tortured several times. The Act also states that if a prisoner is to be tortured, there should be a medic present or someone authorized by the minister. During the instances that you were tortured, was a medic officer present?
Yow wax nga ne am na ay yoon yoo xam ne dóor nañ la te luwaa bi li mu wax mooy ne bu fekkee ne am na kenn koo xam ne tëj nañ ko ci kaso bi te war koo dóor dafa war a am ñoo xam ne ci wàlli fajkat yi lañ dañ fa war a teew ndax loolu xewoon na ci jamono jooju.
No, loolu amul.
That never happened.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Carr, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have three questions I want to ask. The first is you've mentioned that in several instances, a lot of prisoners died in the prisons. Do you know if their religious rites were performed on them?
Wax nga fi ne am na ñu bari ñoo xam ne dee nañ jamono joo xam ne ñu ngi leen tëj ci kaso bi ndax gannaaw buñ deeyee liñ leen war a defal ci seen wàlli diina pour defal ko niw bi dinañ leen ko dee defal.
Niw bi ñun duñ ko di gis de niw bi ke suñ ko jël yóbbu ko hospital moom.
We never see the dead bodies. Once they are taken to the hospital, we don't see them again.
Okay. I was going to ask you the second question, but let me just move to the third question. The third question is, according to your testimony, you are leaving prisons in 9 months. Do you think you have been prepared for life after prison?
Wa yow ci sa wax dal melna ni dess na juroom ñenenti wër rek nga wara génn ci kasso bi yow at yi nga teddani ci biir kasso bi yépp ndax fokk nga ne nak waajal nga sa bop fim nekk ni pour dugaat ci biir askan wi.
Just add, because the reason I asked this question is we had testimony from prison officials in the past few days saying that they have skills and other ways of preparing prisoners for life after prisons. That's why I'm asking, after you leave prison, have you been prepared for life after prisons?
Boo gisee ma laaj la lii nag dafa am ñoo xam ne joxe nañ fi seen seede te ñoom ñu ngi liggéey foofu ci biir kaso bi ñoom li ñu wax mooy ne ñiñ tëj foofu dinañ leen dee waajal di leen jàngal ay métier ba nga xam ne suñ génnee ci kaso bi dinañ mun a dimbalewaat seen boppa ndax loolu dal na la yow.
dëgga man ñi fu mu toll nii fu ñuy jàng métier boobu sax man sama tànka du fa àgga.
Frankly speaking, these people, even where they are training people on skills, I don't even step my foot there. You will not make me to suffer to the extent of wanting to kill me. But because of God's intervention, you are not the one to make me up, not you. That is why where they are teaching these skills, I don't even go there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Chair, you have the floor, please.
Sure. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Conde.
Mr. Conde.
I have 4 specific questions. The first one is, where is Ibrahim Sanyang today?
Bunjika bi moy, ana Ibrahim Sanyang?
Ibrahim Sanyang there.
He is dead.
Thank you. The second one is, the deputy director who said that prisoners should not have access to sugar. What was his name?
Ñaarel laajte bi moy, ki nga xamne mo topon ca director ba, tem wax ne nak ñiñ tecc ci kasso bi ñoom waru ñoo jël sukur. Naka la tudda?
Koku Yaya Jaaju Serfly la tudda.
Na?
Serfly Yaya Jaaju.
Serfly Yaya Jaaju.
Sefla.
Oh, Sefla. Chief
Yaya. The person he said is more wicked than chief torturer.
The third one is, when your teeth fell out, did you have access to dental care?
Ñettel bi moy bañ la dóori be dama sa boñ bi ndax dimbale won nañ la pour nga dem ci ñi nga xamne ñoy fatkati boñ yi.
Man dóor buñ ma dóor ci kaso bi sen clinique sa musuma aga fofu lu may ligante dal sama gaay comme Sidi Jekte mu ngi fofu ñeneen jamono mom dafa ma doon dimbale ñeneen amox brufen ñeneen garab yi yoy ñoo ma doon dimbale.
The beatings I got at the prison, I never went to the clinic. I had people outside who were assisting me with amoxicillin and other drugs when I needed them.
Final question is, how do you call the officer in charge when you are in your cells?
Legi jamono bi ngeen nekk ci seen cell bi naka ngeen di mëna oyé naka ngeen a jotee ci ki nga xamne moy officer bi nga xamne mo nekk in charge naka ngeen a jotee ci mom be oko
so nekk ci cell da nga taw ci planter bunta bi nga yu complain officer.
You stand at the door and peep through the window and call out the officer. And even at that, before they come, it takes a long time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Conde.
Thank you. Before I come to you, Commissioner Mam Diallo, the Council, you wanted to raise a point of order. Please go ahead.
Well, there is just one discrete issue that I just wanted to raise with the witness. Just one small issue, and then you would continue because.
Please go ahead. Then.
Yes, you testified against Asa Baji, Jesus, in his trial, didn't you?
ate bi ñoo ate Essa Badji Jesus yow joxe nga fa sa ay seede ndax dëgg
Did you testify against him? Did you testify against him?
Yes.
ndax joxe nga sa seede boo xam ne ànduloo ak moom.
The evidence you gave, was it truthful?
Lang fa joxe ci seede ndax dëgg la.
Evidence yooyu du dëgg.
That evidence was false.
False evidence.
False evidence.
Why did you give false evidence against him?
Lu tax nga def loolu.
Mbokam yi ñoo ma doon toppa so man su ma ko defloon tam boobu sama bakken mun na si des sax.
His relatives were after me, and if I did not do that, I could have lost my life.
Si loolu laa nekk. So luñ ma war daal dama ko war a nangu. Su ma ko nangul man sama bakken moo fay des.
I was under control, and if I did not do what they wanted me to do, I could have lost my life.
Which of his relatives are you referring to?
Yan mbokkam nga wax ni ne ñoo la doon toppa.
Waa ñu kii affaire bi yëpp ñoom Pahar Jame ñoom Ben ñoom Numu Kujabi
Easy. One by one. Tell us who.
Wax ñu ñan la benn.
Waa ñu ma woo moom si office NIA. Am boobu Numu Kujabi.
At the office of the NIA at the time, Numu Kujabi. Pahar Jame.
Key prosecutor bi Nigerian boobu Kenkeng.
And the chief prosecutor, the Nigerian, Kenke.
No set plan bi yëpp.
They cooked up the plan.
Dañ indi Tony dafa bañ.
They brought Tony, but Tony refused.
Ñu yóbbu Tony Bambadinka.
And they took Tony to Bambadinka.
Did they do anything to him?
Def nañ ko dara Tony.
Dañ ko dóor.
Yes, they beat him up.
Ko tami wa luñ buga danga wa.
Whatever they wanted you to say, you will say.
Dañ wo Tony ñu woo ma.
After Tony, they called me and we discussed how we could implicate this guy.
And what evidence did you give against him?
Wan seede nga fa joxe woon yow.
I said we were collaborators in the stealing, but how can that be possible?
So in a sense, you told the court that Essa Badji, Jesus, was part of your gang, your criminal gang, which went around stealing from shops or breaking and robbing shops. That's the evidence you gave, right?
Dafa melni yow li nga wax ci code bi moy ne Essa Badji dafa bokkon ci sa groupe bi nga xamne yena daan wër di sàcc ci bitiki loolu nga fa wax.
Dañ ne momo jo inform fetel man koku musuma jo lolu ya understand.
They said to me he gave me uniforms and weapons, and I said I have never seen this individual, but they kept persisting.
Ba lolu e pa mu ñon dole sa mais mom buñ ko indi kaso be mu jota ko sen big man bi si la affaire bi gëna am dole.
Which big man?
Ya jame bu ma ya jame problème. Wa nga mom tambobu dafa don wax ici.
So in a sense, you gave false testimony against Essa Badji, leading to his troubles with the government, correct?
Yow bon dafa melni yow da nga dem ci code bi nga fenal Essa Badji be lolu sax mo jur mu am jafe-jafe ak nguur gi.
When you are given an opportunity to close, perhaps you would have a few words to say to Essa Badji and also all the owners of all those shops that you have robbed while you were a thief in this country.
Bala nga jeexal dinañ la jox pour nga joxe sa kàddu yu mujja te yaakaar naa ne jamono jooju di nga jéggalu Essa bu baax ci li nga ko def ak borom bitik yi nga xam ne demoon nga toj fa sàcc fa.
Counsel, when was the court made aware of the fact that Mr. Conde had given false testimony?
It's coming out now. It's only coming out now.
And I hope what we have been hearing from him now is true testimony, and he's been telling us the truth.
That's why we went through the trouble at the beginning to explain to him the consequences of lying. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, thank you very much, Counsel. Imam, you have the floor, please.
Witness. What I want to ask you is this. You see all of the things that you have come across in life. You are about to be released. You say within 9 months, if God wishes it, you'll be out of the prison. I want you to tell the citizens of the Gambia what you have planned for yourself after that. And what will you tell Gambians today? Especially our youth, so that they do not emulate your footsteps and the troubles that you have encountered. Thank you. Thank you, Imam. On what I should say to Gambians, the troubles I have encountered in jail, I am not praying for it to happen to anybody. And I am pleading to all that whatever you do, make sure that it is lawful. That is what I have to say.
Thank you. Let me finish the commissioners on my left. Imam C, you have the floor, please.
Ibrahim Soriba, Jerejov.
Thank you, Ibrahim Soriba. When you were going into all of these things, were you married or not yet married?
Married now.
I was married. You have children? I have only one child. Where is he? He's in Guinea. The experience you have undergone, has it changed anything in you? Where I am today, the fact that I am here sitting and speaking the truth, I have changed. If I had not changed, I wouldn't have spoken the truth. But the fact that I have sacrificed to come and sit here and speak the truth, it is because of change. Yes. What have you learned? I have learned the Quran, a little bit of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Samba. You have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman. Ibrahima.
Soriba Conde.
What I want to ask you is,
doctor yi nekk fofu yep amulen fa ben qualified doctor ci sen medic bi.
Among the 9 doctors there, you have no qualified medics amongst them.
Qualified doctor.
Qualified doctor amu fa de men dega jigen bu togon fi mu ngi don wa fi demba.
There is no qualified doctor. In fact, the witness who was here yesterday alluded to that.
Jigen bobu man musuma dimbale de men sama morom prisoner yu bari
never assisted me. Most of our prisoner colleagues, we assist ourselves.
Yeah, she says that lady who appeared here yesterday, although she has never helped me, she has helped a number of prisoners at the prison.
Thank you, thank you.
Mungi dimbale yu bari fofu ba ñeneen sa sen garab yi suñ ko mun takki mo leen di jëndal garab mungi dimbale dal ba ñu ma nekkal fo man duma di dem clinique de mais ñu fay dem yépp lu baax lañuy wasi mo.
She helped a lot of people. In fact, some, when they cannot afford their medicines, she will get them for them. She assisted a lot of people, but I personally never go to the clinic.
So dafa melni yen prisoners yen xamulen ne amulen train nurse ko xamne war na leena dimbale parce que demba lañ nañ ko fi mu ne mom trainuñ ko train bo xamne train bu amé certificate bo xamne wone warana wone ne is a qualified nurse pour mu leena topoto.
So it's like you, the prisoners, do not even know that you have someone who is a trained nurse to render assistance to you. Because we spoke to her yesterday and she said that she's not been trained to that level where she can be certified to be said to be a qualified nurse.
Mom, munta ñëw fii mu ñëw toog fii mu ne Mile 2 am na qualified doctor su war a def loolu yàlla sax du ko baadal.
He couldn't have come here and claimed that there is a qualified nurse at Mile 2. If she did, even God will not pardon her. There was no way but for her to come here and tell you the truth.
Maybe yalla munna dimbale gaay ñu mëna am qualified doctor.
And by her telling you the truth, it could be that through the help of God, it will be that assistance will come for them to be able to have a qualified nurse.
Okay, Tibir Watan bila lead council don't like.
Inside the discussion with the lead council,
yes,
I think before you come to testify, you used to be given a Holy Quran to hold and to swear by.
So Jesus be.
The day that you were given testifying in Esha's case, were you not given the Quran to swear by?
Prosecutor bu fa nekk sax ñoo xam ne du dëgg ba ñoo nekk di ma jàngal wax lu ma war a wax.
There, in fact, even the prosecutor of the case knew that that was not true because they were the ones who were teaching me what to say. They were teaching me, when you stand there, this is what you say and this is what you say.
Don't wa fi barki demba sa korka. Tam bobu de dem code mom xamna.
The one who was here yesterday, Korka, he knew about it. There was a day he came and found me with the prosecutor and we were discussing, but he was driven away. Before we go into the court, the NIA that takes me in, it was assassin Senghor. When Senghor takes me, we go into a particular room inside the courtroom, the courthouse, and I will discuss with the prosecutor. And the points that he thought they would help his case, we will put emphasis on those. That was it.
So you dafa melni yow da nga dimbalé mboki naka state bi nga dimbalé state bi nga wax fen ci alquran te yow xam nga ne sa Allahu Taala li nga waat ci fen nga waatu loo dëgga so yàlla dina la punish ci loolu ndax yow nangu nga loolu pour di ko defal nit keneen.
You swore by the Quran and testified falsely in favor of the state when you know that that is something that God will punish you on. Are you in any position to do the same thing for some other person? If I was on my own, independently on my own, where I am brought here, nobody beat me up, nobody beat me up, nobody insulted me. So I will speak the truth between me and God. But the others, they knew that what they were... They knew that what they were, the allegations that they were levying against this guy was not true. Even myself and Lantombong, we went to the AG's office and he said this is not true. Until Jesus eventually became IG. So when he had a problem with them, they came and said, what do you know about this guy? And then they took me to the prosecutor.
First prosecutor, in
fact, the first prosecutor, Chenche, was withdrawn from the case.
After Abla Minkai,
and Abla Minkai took over. But they all knew what was in the case.
On en nañ la en bo xamne yo xamulo naka nga ko ene ko kon so yo julé kon ñaanal ci yalla bour bi ba paré nga jégalu
wa lool la
it's like they gave you a burden that you do not know how to unburden yourself so every day you pray to God
mun na ñu ma wa fen mais am na ne fen bobu amul ngering
I could have come and tell lies, but I know that such lies would have no meaning because you have important people here. Nobody beat me up, nobody insulted me. That is why I came and sat here. What passed, which I know to be false, I will make a clarity on that so that all of you will get to know it.
Sakadu bi baax na trop pour nga clarify ko parce que dañ dé wax né ñun TRRC dañ leen fi dé ici pour jël suñ wax di leen ko def ci seen gémé yo pour ngeen wax kon xam nga né liñ la def ci code bi leen né ñun defuñ la ko bi mom yow ya xam li nga def nga wax ko
lool motax ma ñu wax dëgg fi
this statement is very important because there is accusation
fi tok fi seen kanam sama morom papa ñu ngi fi sama morom yépp fi dal kilifa ñoo fi nekka Nobody
beat me up. Nobody insulted me. I was called to speak the truth. When it was difficult, to implicate someone's child, today that I have the opportunity to clear the air, I will not be ashamed to say so. Even while I was in Janjambure, I sent one officer Bojan to him. I know today he is watching and listening to me. And I told him to ask Jesus to forgive me. What I have done against him, I regret it, and I'm sorry. That is why here to come here and tell you lies, I do not see the benefit of such lies. Not at all. That was why even that which was a lie before, I came here and clarified it to you that it was a lie. If I was not prepared to change, I would have held my grounds and hold that to be true. And even when I hold the Quran and swear by it. But if I did that, it would be like as if I am not yet changed. I am not having that kind of heart now.
Thank you very much, Bishop. You have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Soriba Conde, you have spent many years in prison, and most of it you had bitter experience.
Soriba, amna at yu bari yo xamne def nga ko ci kasso bi te la nga xamne mom nga fa daj lu metti la.
Can you kindly explain to us what do you desire for yourself? Life to prison.
Ndax di ñu mëna wax yow fim nekk ni lan nga nimse lan nga ene sa bop gannaaw bo génné ci kasso bi.
Mo ne ni luma yene sama bop dal suma génné fi yalla dimbalé ma def business ida de continuer sama ligue driving.
What I wish for myself now is if I leave the cells, if God allows it, either I am engaged in business or continue what I was doing before, which is driving.
And does that mean that you will not allow yourself to be tempted again to your former way of life?
Won dafa melni dal do nango dugalat sa bop ci jëf ya nga xamne yang ko daan def bala nga dugga ci kasso bi.
Suma wara delo lu liggé bu nga xamne roxal na ma bugana de yalla jappale na ma still man nekul ne sama góor ya moma mota be ma ngi tok sen kanam te.
If I want to revert to my something that almost caused me to die, it's not because of my strength. That is why I am alive today. People who were healthier than me, who were more endowed than me, died in prison. But I see that God still loves me. So I too should love myself.
Thank you very much, Mr. Conde, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Jërëjëf Kande léegi nag bu fekkee ne am na ay kàddu yu mujj yoo xam ne bëgg nga ko fee gaaral mun nga koo wax.
Man de lu ma am pour wax nguur bi daal ak kilifa ñu fi nekk.
What I have to say to the government and the elders who are here.
Parce que yu bari ñu ngi fi yu bari ñu ngi fa.
There are many people in the prisons.
So mistake moo leen fa dugal.
And they got there through mistakes they committed.
Am na ne yu bari ñu ngi fa luñ def.
I know that many are there, but what they had done, they had regretted it.
How much they knew them di ñëw nii.
I do not know those that go and come.
Mais ñu nga xam ne ñu ngi fa high sentence dañ fa yàgga.
Those who are there sentenced for a long time.
ñun xamante nañ.
We are acquainted.
Ma ngay ñaan ni nguur bi tamit.
I am appealing to the government.
Suñ mun a may gaay chance.
If they can allow them a chance.
ñu jàppale leen.
And assist them.
Man fu ma ne nii sama kaso lu jeex la.
For me, where I am, my term has almost expired.
Mais ñoom.
But for them,
lu ñuy tëdda dafa bari.
The years to serve are still many.
Fekkente ne nguur mun na leen may second chance.
If the government could afford them a second chance,
ma ngay ñaan.
I'm appealing
pour ñu dimbale leen loolu.
To assist them with that.
Ma ngay ñaan tamit.
I'm also appealing
ñu nga xam ne dañ am mental problems ci kaso bi.
Those that have mental problems and are in prison.
ñu dimbale leen.
So that they be assisted.
yóbbu leen fu ñu leen war a faj.
And take them to where they may get treatment.
ba pare prison officer tamit.
Secondly, the prison officers.
mun ma leen ne yëpp a bon.
I cannot say that all of them are bad people.
mun ma leen yëpp a baax.
I cannot also say that all of them are good.
Mais lu ma ñaan daal.
But what I'm appealing.
da ngeen war a try ngeen seet ñu gën a baax.
They should try and see those that are good.
ba xale yi ñu ngi fa sax jàng nañ.
There are youngsters there who are educated.
ñu dimbale leen jàngal leen.
To assist them, to educate them.
ñu xam seen liggéey.
To know their work.
naka la seen liggéey di njëriñ.
How their work is beneficial.
ñu jàppale leen si loolu.
To assist them on that front.
waaw officer tamit.
As for the officers too,
ñu ngi fa de ñun prisoner ñu ngi sonn de.
we are there suffering as prisoners.
mais ñoom tamit amuñ jàmm de.
But the officers too don't have any peace at all.
No. amuñ jàmm.
They don't have peace.
soo leen mun a dimbale.
If they too can be assisted.
a place bu nekk am na ku bon am na ku baax.
Well, in every place there are good and bad people.
Still ku bon yi ñu ngi fa de.
Still the bad ones are there.
yu baax itam ñu ngi fa.
And the good ones too are there.
loolu moo tax directeur bu fa nekk.
That is why the director that is there, Ansumana Mane.
ñun xam nañ ko du nit ku bon.
We know him. He is not a bad person.
nekk na suñ boss confinement.
He was our boss at the confinement.
foofu lañ ko jël ñu yóbbu ko interior.
That was where he was taken away from to the interior department.
soo leen mun a dimbali gars yi.
If you could assist them.
moom tamit ñu muy liggéeyal.
And also those that he works with to assist him.
waa gis nañ anti Rose si kaso bi.
We saw Anti-Rose in cells.
Anti-Rose director la woon si kaso bi.
And Anti-Rose was a director in the prisons.
mais ñun ñu fekk jamono am.
Those of us who were there during our time.
rôle bu mu doon play si kaso bi.
The role that he played in the prisons.
bante musuma gis director daal.
Up till date, I have not seen any director
ku mun a play role boobu.
who can play such a role.
comme maire boobu.
Just as she did.
waa maire boobu jamono am.
That woman, during our time,
moo sampa four bu nekk Mile 2 moo ko sampa.
She built the bakery that you have at Mile 2.
maire bi Christmas mooy toogal prisoners yi.
That woman, she will cook for the prisoners during Christmas.
Friday mooy toogal prisoners yi.
She will cook for the prisoners on Friday.
Tuesday mooy toogal prisoners yi.
On Tuesday, she will cook for the prisoners.
ba pare always mu ngi si waañ bi.
And always, she is at the kitchen.
wala day tax mun a officer yi prisoners yi seen lekka ku ko laal.
And that time, the officers, anyone that touched the food of the prisoners,
maa yow la.
I will deal with you.
So maire bi soxlawul dara si alal prisoner.
So that woman did not need anything from the belongings of the prisoners.
Dafa liggéey mu yokka suñu dunday.
She worked and increased on our sustenance.
So bugana tami. I
also want our bosses who are there to have sympathy and assist their director to unite and do away with tribalism. This is the work of the nation. The prison is not for any one particular person. All of us belong to the prison. If we make it, we make it for the Gambia. If it is spoiled, it is the name of the Gambia that is spoiled. So what I am pleading to you, to assist them. They too should know how to go about with their people. I don't have much to say.
No,
okay, I'm also appealing to Esa Baji.
Not Esa Fal.
Esa Baji.
Esa Baji and other Gambians whom I have offended in the past.
Yes, let
them forgive me.
Yeah.
That is what I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Soriba Conde, for your testimony, and we would wish you all the best after this episode of your life is over.
Soriba Conde ñu ngi laa gërëm bu baax di la ñaanal nag jàmm gannaaw boo xamee ne jeexal nga sa tëdda kaso bi.
And thank you very much again for coming to testify before the commission.
ñu ngi laa gërëm li nga ñëw pour joxe sa seede fii ci kanam commission bi.
Council, you wanted to say something about them.
Yes,
please you have the floor.
Just to say that this person, Mr. Conde, has discharged his responsibility to the commission by testifying all that he knows about what happened at the prisons. He has mentioned names, and the commission wishes to inform all concerned not to take reprisal measures against Mr. Conde. He discharged his responsibilities as directed by the commission. Let nobody try to do anything to him by way of punishment. If anyone does that, it would be contempt against the commission. It would also be an interference in the work of the commission and would attract criminal sanctions. So this is just a warning. The commission would officially write to the prison authorities and inform them of this fact and ask them to pay attention to all witnesses from the prison who are testifying, so that to ensure that these people are protected and that nothing is done against them. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council, for that reminder, and not to do or take any reprisals against him, including corporal punishment. Thank you very much, and we would take a lunch break and come back at 3:10. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Meeting is adjourned.